I'm Natali, CEO of Troutwood. Today we're going to talk about steps that you can take to own your financial future. We're going to navigate the financial arena each of us lives, breathes, operates within. We're going to remove fear, we're going to replace it with opportunity. I referenced having spent 17 years working with very large, sophisticated investors. 100% of those large, sophisticated investors, they're known as institutional investors, have a plan. 100% of individuals deserve the same thing. A plan that outlines, here's my goal, here's how I can achieve it, here's what could go wrong, and if it does go wrong, here's what I can do about it. Dream with me and imagine a world where every young person in America has equal access to information and opportunity, independent of their current level of wealth, independent of your GPA, independent of the zip code you were born in or live in, independent of even the college or the career that you choose. That's my dream. I hope that we can share it. The financial arena. Let's rapid fire through the real world, the place you're going to be making real decisions. First, retirement is changing. In fact, it has changed. You are in charge of your retirement future in a way that history has not seen before. Don't be nervous, own it. What I mean by that, historically in America, your employer managed both your retirement assets and then wrote a check every year for life in retirement. It eliminated the decision-making and the risk for folks in retirement. You're not going to have that in most cases. Students expect to be solely responsible for your financial future. What does it mean that retirement has changed? Simple. It means you're in charge. Congratulations, you're hired. Each of you is the CEO of your respective financial futures. Yes, it comes with responsibility. It comes with a great deal of excitement as well. I'm confident that together we can help you navigate that through this video. As you step into this role of CEO of your financial future, know that the competition for your paycheck is intense. Who wants a piece of it? Intentionally, I'm pausing so that you can think in your head who that might be. I'm curious, did any of you think everyone? Normally when I ask that question in an auditorium setting or in a classroom setting, students say, the coffee shop, a friend, a family member. Everyone wants a piece of your paycheck. Google, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Netflix, small businesses, big businesses. Everyone wants a piece of your paycheck. How do you navigate this arena? Save first. It's that simple. Save first. I like to share the example. I drive a Ford truck, but I look at pictures of Toyota Tacomas. I've always dreamed of a Toyota Tacoma. Don't own one, never have owned one. But Toyota knows that I will occasionally search for pictures and I'll see it sometimes on my internet feed. Maybe one day I buy a Toyota and reward them for those ad dollars. The point I want to share with that story, algorithms that put that Toyota Tacoma in front of me are so sophisticated, more intelligent than I am. But by saving first, I'm able to respect it for what it is and smile when I see a picture of that Tacoma. More into this arena that you're going to be living in and are living in, investing has been gamified. It's not that it is being gamified, it has been gamified. I appreciate and respect the value of gamification in the classroom setting to teach complex topics, finance being one. When it comes to real money, when it comes to real decisions, I'm not a proponent of the fireworks or the confetti. I believe it fosters more of a gambling mentality. You get the fireworks, you get the confetti when you get it right, but what happens when you don't get it right? What's that emotion when you make a bad investment? With real money, it can't be gamified. Respect the gamification for what it is. Use it as a tool to learn, but please don't use it as a tool to make kind of action decisions. This next topic for the financial arena is one that I personally struggle with. I teach at the University of Pittsburgh. I've been teaching for now 9 years. We talk a great deal about this in the classroom. I've also talked a great deal about this with folks from various organizations across the country. Social media has given non-experts a platform. It's good and bad. First, what if instead of being asked to give a talk on finance, personal finance, owning your financial future, the world that you're going to be living and breathing in, what if I was asked to give a talk on how to build a cruise ship? And what if I was really good in front of a camera? And what if I was really good at convincing you I knew how to build a cruise ship, but I didn't know a darn thing about it, and my cruise ship wasn't built the strongest? I'd be the wrong person to listen to for advice in that arena. I don't have an answer. My students at the University of Pittsburgh don't have an answer either. We're grading more awareness in terms of how to differentiate good advice from bad advice. I'm gonna just throw kind of a very generic statement out that I hope helps you reflect on the reality of this situation. If you take your investment advice from your dentist, that's not your dentist's fault. View the information you're getting on the various social media platforms the same. Take it in, digest, learn it, but ultimately it is up to you. The responsibility falls on your shoulders to authenticate that advice and determine who's good and who's not good. So cryptocurrency is absolutely a present story. I can't say past yet, it's still a present story. A year ago it was maybe more of a future story, but a great deal of wealth has been lost in cryptocurrencies. Let me just say one thing here. We founded Troutwood out of Carnegie Mellon University Schwartz Center for Entrepreneurship. We got to participate in kind of just listen in a great number of cryptocurrency conversations, hear many folks' opinions over the years. Proceed with caution. History is filled with get-rich-quick schemes where the individual like you and I never got rich. Understand that part of history. Certainly devour information, news, even become a domain expert. It is just very difficult to get rich quick despite the pursuit of it. I speak with a great number of teachers, and one of the themes that I find a little bit disconcerting but hear often is, Gene, my students really don't want to hear about long-term investing. On Friday, they want to know how they can be rich by Monday. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't. You can be really rich many years from now if you put a plan in place and stick to it. If you pursue the buy a lottery ticket on Friday and hope you win by Monday, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work. And as you navigate this arena of, no pension funds, so you're in charge of your financial future, navigating this world of instant access to information, some that's good, some that's bad. Your student loans are a legal obligation, and if you have them, you don't have a whole lot of time to figure this puzzle out. That's why a plan matters. Let's talk optimistically here, because your age is an opportunity. It's powerful enough to transform the lives of a generation, your generation, and that is a fact. Time is your most valuable investment tool. Each of you listening to this video has just motivated, inspired teachers and nonprofits and leaders from your community that want to help you succeed. Your age is your greatest asset right now. The Missing Second Semester, the second book that I wrote, says investing and time are a powerful combination. Only when used together, you have time at your fingertips. Don't be afraid to ask for help on this topic. Dive in, own it, own your age, own the opportunity that you have, because knowledge surrounds it. It can be obtained, and if you take that one extra step of validating the information you have, gaining the confidence and the comfort to stick with a financial plan, I am confident that you will successfully navigate this financial arena, the forest of finance that each of us lives in, and come out on the other end, probably with a financial dollar amount that is more than you might even believe is possible at the moment. How do you do it? We couldn't wrap up without sharing that part. I started this presentation referencing the 17 years of experience I have working with some of the largest and most sophisticated investors. These are organizations like large employees retirement systems, firefighter retirement systems, police officer retirement systems, teacher retirement systems. There's $5.6 trillion of employee retirement system assets, i.e. money, at the moment. What can you learn from the organizations managing that money? They all have a plan, and that plan is why they exist today. Let's just briefly look under the hood of how an institution, take the Texas Employees Retirement System just as a hypothetical example, how the Texas Employees Retirement System would manage the assets on behalf of their employees. And who are these employees? They're moms, dads, neighbors, uncles, aunts. They're real people working really hard every single day and counting on that retirement system to do their part and see it through, in this case, till perpetuity, which means forever. They have a plan. Those who want to overachieve and actually are going to the Texas Employees Retirement System's website right now, it's called the Investment Policy Statement. That Investment Policy Statement outlines what can happen in the future if the plan does ABC. For example, if I put 70% of plan assets in stocks and 30% in bonds, I can expect this to happen over time, and this could happen in any given year. They understand that a lot can go wrong in one year, but a lot can go right in the long term. They make a plan for both scenarios. They outline the steps of what to do if the investment drops or rises and how to stay the course. That plan is so important. 100% of the institutional investors I know surround it with a board of trustees. These trustees are legal, fiduciaries on the plan assets, and the plan assets are owned by those employees, the firefighters, the police officers, the teachers. What do trustees do? They make sure that the folks that manage the money, that touch the money, that make decisions about the money, follow the rules. In this case, that means follow the plan. Institutions have applied this formula for decades. It works. It's a new door that's opening for individuals. I started by saying I believe in you. I have met so many students across the country and have so much confidence in you and what you can do. You're going to change the world. Fact. You're going to build a better future. Fact. With a plan, you will do it sooner. Step into the ownership that you have of your financial reality. Step into this new world that each of us lives in, where we, the individuals in charge of our financial future, own that responsibility, own it with a financial plan. Fist bump, I believe in you. Go do it.